Good morning, everyone. Welcome, one and all, present over here for today's session. I request everyone to mute themselves to avoid disturbances during the webinar. So, I'll be giving a brief introduction of CSMB and then we can move forward towards the webinar. So, CSMB is Chamber for Advancement of Small and Medium Businesses. It works towards empowering micro, small, and medium enterprises entrepreneurs. CSMB also assists SMEs to grow and develop. It empowers farmers to become entrepreneurs. It represents MSME through various platforms. It also helps in capacity building through training and development. We also arrange study tours, knowledge enhancement programs. These are CSMB platform social media network. So you can follow us through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a WhatsApp group in which we provide daily updates about our various events and programs. So this is Purna Brahma, our quarterly magazine. In this, we provide information regarding new technologies in food and processing sector. We also have an e-learning platform known as Food Tech Pathshala. It is specially developed for food professionals. CSMB is also engaged in various activities, such like these. We also help startups to provide fundings. These are some of the programs. Last year, CSMB went to Dubai for Pitch to Fork event, where we supported USEC and we have taken our 6 small-scale businesses there. We also organized seminar on California ingredients for food processing and packaging. We had collaborated with US Consulate for going global market trends, sourcing and sustainability. CSMB also supported National Seminar for Business Development of MSMEs for Nandurbar district. We also participated in CMPL Expo. We had collaborated with Anufood India. These are some glimpses from FundQuest event, that is a pitching opportunity for startups at FI India. We have an upcoming event known as CSMB Foundation Day, which will be happening on March 1st in Mumbai. So it is an FMCG business conclave. Interested participant can contact us after the webinar. These are our precedent details if anyone wants to connect. So now Sneha will be giving a speaker's intro. Over to you, Sneha.
Thank you, Anjali. Mr. Dinkar Kaushik is a seasoned professional and thought leader in the realm of digital commerce and technology. With robust background in business development, strategic partnership, and innovative solutions, Mr. Dinkar brings a wealth of knowledge to the forefront of the rapidly evolving digital commerce landscape. Professional experience of Mr. Dinkar. Mr. Dinkar is currently served as a client partner at Binext, a pioneering company at the intersection of digital commerce and technology. In this role, he collaborates with clients to unlock the full potential of digital commerce through innovative solutions and strategic partnership. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah. Expertise. Mr. Dinkar specializes in developing and implementing strategies that bridge the gap between traditional commerce and the dynamic world of online marketplaces. His expertise lies in establishing and nurturing seller networks, optimizing operations, and leveraging emerging technologies to drive growth. Thank you, sir, and welcome to today's webinar. Over to you, sir.
Welcome all. Good morning. Thank you for coming and joining this call. I am Dinakar. Before I start why I am here, and I would really thanks Nilesh and his team to organize this. So I'm coming from a background wherein we are trying to empower small businesses and medium businesses across India to adopt ONDC. This is my agenda here is right now to educate you about ONDC and take away what ONDC can offer you guys and how you can leverage that. Before I start, I want to ask if does everybody have an idea about ONDC, what ONDC or Open Network is, and how they are trying to do it? Or else I'll start from a very basic terminology and then grow upon it so that you can understand where I'm coming from. Also, let me know when you are able to see my screen. All right. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
Dinkarji, it will be better that you start from scratch, assuming we don't know anything. Dr. Yadav this
yes.
side. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. This has been my experience empowering businesses. I understand that few of you guys know what ONDC is, what how digital commerce they're trying to do, but most of them don't know what it is. So I want to start from basic. Uh, I'll take an example wherein you can correlate easily about an open network is. Uh, Everybody uses UPI these days, right? UPI is a very great example for an open network. Basically, what UPI enables us is that you, as a participant with any bank or any place in India, you can transact with anybody with any bank which is there in India and transact. You can send money, receive money, or do the financial transaction. So basically, UPI is an open network for financial transactions. And now in India or in across the world, there are no open networks for digital commerce primarily. We should thank the India stack. When I say India stack, all the Aadhaar, the UPIs, and everything. They have built an I'll not call platform. It's basically a network to enable uh, sellers such as yours or businesses such as yours to access multiple buyers in and across India, uh, coming out of the closed wall ecosystems which have been built. When I say closed wall ecosystems, you can take a simple example of a Flipkart or an Amazon or even Zomato or even Swiggy. All these platforms which are enabling users as well as businesses to sell online or digital to provide digital commerce, they are basically a closed ecosystems wherein you have to come onto their platform, uh, do business on their terms, and then you have then capacity to sell online. But this is where Indian government has seen that it is not benefiting small players across India, which is the majority of business segment. MSMEs are backbone of India. They call it backbone of India, but right now the digital commerce space is not enabling or empowering them. That is where government of India came up with this initiative called, we have to create an open network wherein anybody and everybody can transact with anybody and everybody across India. Okay, so that is the genesis of ONDC primarily. And I am coming from a company called Binext, and Green Receipt is our product. So Binext is basically a partner with ONDC. And when I say partner, because it's an open network, right? The network is inclusive of many partners such as ours. We can be sellers, we can be buyers, buyer platforms, we can be logistics providers as well. We come together on this network to provide you the service of digital commerce. Okay. And we as a company, we are a seller network partner on ONDC. There are close to 30 seller network partners and 9 buyer partners right now on ONDC. It may increase further in future, but right now that is the case. Okay. As I was saying, also kindly let me know any questions. I can stop and we can discuss further whenever you have questions. We can go in detail as well. We have a separate Q&A session. We can also discuss them. But this would be a very I'll not say short presentation, but it will be a very informative session for you to understand what it is. As I was saying, right, ONDC is basically democratizing digital commerce. I have put this image so that you can understand. There are multiple partners coming together and solving the puzzle. You can think ONDC says they are solving the digital commerce puzzle by coming together of multiple parties and then enabling multiple buyers and sellers across India. So, for example, I'll take a simple example. Many of you guys have been doing digital commerce either on Flipkart, Zomato, or Swiggy or anything. Case in point, if at all you are already onboarded on Swiggy, but you will not have access to who is buying on Zomato, right? Zomato, there are users who specifically do shopping on Zomato. But if at all you are only onboarded onto Swiggy, buyers cannot see you. So what it tells you is that you have to be onboarded onto multiple platforms. Madam, is there any question? Hello. Okay. So if at all you're only onboarded onto Swiggy, you cannot act. You don't have access to buyers who are there on other platforms, right? So that is where ONDC is removing that barrier, wherein it is saying that even if you are onboarded onto any one of the seller platform, you have the ability to access all the buyers which are there on any of the ONDC platforms available in the market, and they can get your catalog or they can see what you are selling. Okay. How they are doing it, we'll go into further slides and then I'll let you know. This is a simple architecture. I'll not say architecture diagram. This is basically a comparison between the closed platform centric marketplaces right now and how the open network treats. As I was saying previously, right? You have to in a platform centric model, both the buyer, when I say buyer, it can be a simple user. Okay. When I say seller, any provider, any goods provider, any small businesses, any retailers, they are termed as sellers, right? So they have to come to one single platform and then they do business. But in ONDC, that is where this diagram says, wherein any buyer across any platform can have access to all the sellers on the network. Case in point, let's say you are sitting in Mumbai, okay, and then you are searching for simple, let's say, uh, electric charger, not electric charger, let's say electric heater, okay. If you when you're searching electric heater in sitting in Mumbai and then on ONDC, any of the buyer app, it can be Paytm, it can be pin code, it can be my store, it can be even Ola as well. Ola also has also come on to ONDC just now. On any of the platform, if at all you're sitting and then searching electric heater, what network enables is that any retailer, it can be a local multi-brand retailer, it to an single electrical shop is there who is onboarded onto ONDC. Their complete catalog will be visible to the buyer who is sitting in Mumbai and then searching out. Just there are few caveats here, saying that when I say caveats, it's just that ONDC is built on three primary features. That is, you have to service on the particular pin code or location. You have to be delivering on certain timelines and then certain commissions. If at all you are doing this, you are visible to all the buyers. Okay, we will come to those key terms in the next slides, but that is a very high level overview. I'll come into the details of what are the benefits ONDC brings to you. Before that, I want to just uh, give you certain statistics, right, where ONDC stands now. ONDC has started somewhere in January 2023. It has become live in certain cities. Then it was 1,000 orders per day. Now, in December 2023, ONDC has a traction level of 55 lakh transactions in December itself. And by FY24 end, it is envisioned that ONDC has a traction of 2.5 lakhs per day transactions. Right now, we are sitting at 55 lakh transactions in a month, in the December month. That is where the ONDC has closed in 2023. It is envisioned that by 2024, we will have a daily transactions of 2.5 lakhs. It is a close to 3000x increase in terms of transactions. Right now, in ONDC, we have uh, close to 56,000 sellers which have been onboarded. When I say sellers, it can be brands, it can be multi-brand retailers. Now the target is that the Paytms and people like us, seller platforms, seller network platforms, have a target to onboard at least 10 lakh sellers onto the network. So, as I was saying, it is a network, right? As the seller density increases, you will see lot of traction. Many people will have this apprehension saying that ONDC is new, there may not be traction. Why should we invest in this? And what is the benefit for us? So, the scale at which ONDC is growing and the scale at which the ONDC is enabling small retailers to be online is tremendous. I just put those numbers across so that you will have uh, those thoughts when you might have few questions pertaining to yourself. Okay, these are the basic components of an open network. This is mostly a technical slide, but as I was saying, right, you have a buyer side universe as well as seller side universe. Seller sides can be supermarket, kirana stores, retailers, logistics, and other service providers. Whereas buyer side is basically it is an application which is exposed to users. It can be a retail app, it can be logistics app, it can be hospitality app. Uh, so why ONDC is making so much waves is that if at all a company has a dedicated user base, they can become an buyer app. For example, everybody uses Airtel or Vodafone or Geo, right? So Geo and Airtel have already a big user base, as in close to 50 lakh Indians use Airtel Thanks app for their daily or monthly transactions of their mobile bill or something of the other. So they directly have close to 50 lakh buyers on them, and they can become a buyer app easily, and then they can expose whatever any seller across India which is uh, pertaining to that pin code they are serving or they are fulfilling that pin code will be visible. Any questions here, or else I'll move ahead to the benefits for you. Okay. uh, I have explained this. Also, I want to bring to your note. Hello.
Didn't
Just go ahead. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to know that means if I want to go on to ONDC, I
Mhm.
should have my own mechanism or tie up for transporting or delivery of the material to the end customer, right?
So there are two parts of it. That is where I was coming right now. So as I said previously, ONDC is an amalgamation of buyer apps, seller apps, and logistics apps, right? So
Yeah.
for a brand, I'll take only brands, or for a company such as yours. So if at
Mm-hmm.
all you want to serve, you might already have an existing logistic or fulfillment setup you have, because you might be
Mm-hmm.
using any ship rockets or anything right now. Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
use that currently, or else
Okay.
on network itself you'll have seller logistic providers. You can select that as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, I understood. Okay.
you have the option to fulfill the order on the network or off the
Mhm.
network itself.
Understood. So I can get handle on to even the delivery services people, logistics, so that
Yes.
order I booked can be passed on to them and they execute the delivery part, right?
Yes. Yes.
That is a biggest hitch because I
Yeah.
think current Amazon or Swiggy or Zomato charge
Mm.
you hefty, and
Yeah.
that's a big bottleneck, and consumer ultimately ends up paying more, and you're losing both sides actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is the core philosophy of ONDC, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everybody has certain speciality. Okay,
Mm,
buyer app
mm,
has a specialty of bringing users on board. Seller app
mhm,
such as ours has a specialty of bringing brands on board. Whereas
mhm,
logistics app has a specialty of delivering or fulfilling products. So
mhm,
for a brand, on being the network, you can definitely leverage all these specialities at a very minimal when you compare to marketplaces, the charges or the commissions which you have to go
mm.
withdraw is very less. I'll come to
Yeah,
that slide next, so that I have
yeah,
made a
yeah,
small comparison wherein you can
yeah, yeah.
correlate easily. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Dinkar, I had a question too.
Can I know
Um,
your name? Sorry,
Triya, sorry,
it's like,
Triya here.
okay.
You just now mentioned that if you're a seller, you can directly sell either on the ONDC platform or through the buyer app. But before this, you mentioned that there are certain criteria to be registered as a seller on ONDC, and one of them was commission. How
Okay.
does that work then?
So, okay, I'll tell you like this. Okay. So, buyer, okay, one thing ONDC says is that as a brand, as a provider of a product, right? For you, you have certain terms of trades in mind. Okay. Let's say in a buyer app A, let's say Paytm. Paytm says that okay, for this product category, for bringing a buyer, I will charge you 3% of the commission or 5% of the commission, something like that. It depends on category. Okay. And then now as a seller, you say that I am not willing to go with go 5%. I'm only willing to be with going 3 percentage, then only I will be selling. That is your terms of trade, right? So any buyer app which satisfies that condition will show your catalog there. For example, pin code says that for that category, I am okay with the 3% commission, whereas Paytm says that I am only okay with 4% of commission. Then you as a seller says that I am only going to work with 3% commission. Then you will be only visible on pin code. Those are the terms of
Got
trade
it.
which you decide when you are onboarded onto the ONDC from the seller side.
And do you have to give ONDC also some commission for this?
No, no, no. ONDC is it's an open network. Right now, there is
Got
no
it.
commissions for ONDC. There are only three parts. Okay. Right now, you have a buyer finder fee, you have a seller fee, as well as you have a logistics fee. Only these three fees are there, because only these three are the specialists which are coming onto the network and helping you for your digital commerce, right? For their services, you have three different parts of commission, which are very
Got it.
transparent in the sense, for example, if at all you are a food brand, any Swiggy and Zomato, it says that you have to forego 25 to 30% of the commission. But whereas in ONDC, buyer app will say 5% or 6%, seller app will say 2%. Logistics, anyhow, the customer is bearing, right? Even in Zomato or Swiggy, logistics, the customer is paying. So effectively, you are foregoing 10% in ONDC, whereas in comparison, you are going 25 percentage in Zomato and Swiggy.
Hmm.
So that is how the comparison is. It depends on category to category.
Hmm.
Buyer finder fee for mobiles is very less. For accessories, electronic accessories, it is close to 10%. In food, it varies for different categories. Those things we can go in detail whenever we are talking of onboarding to you. Those details can be discussed.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So now I am going to tell you why it is revolutionary. Okay, as I was saying, there are three different parties, right? So right now on any platform, all the search. When I say search, search is basically users comes and searches for a product. The discovery of a product, as in which seller is selling that particular product, that is discovery. The ordering is basically placing an order and then routing it from that buyer, taking the payment, as well as processing that order to that particular seller, and then the logistics. All these are handled by one single platform right now. But now, as I said, ONDC has three major components. There are buyer network partners, there are seller network partners, and there are logistics partners. Each partner is responsible for certain activity. For example, the product, the searching, the ordering, and payment collection is basically done by the buyer network partners. Seller network partners are basically who maintain the catalogs, see whether the right images are there, the product descriptions are there, the orders are being sent to the right seller at the right time, whether the TAT is being followed, if there are any returns or cancellations, who sellers will manage them. And the logistics partners, basically it can be offline logistics partner or an on-network partner, are responsible for the fulfillment. Fair enough. Any question? I hope you understood this, how it has been stitched together. Hello. Okay, I'll move forward. Yes. Now I am coming to the benefits of why you should be onto ONDC. Okay. First thing is, as a seller, you have multiple choices, or you have a choice of discoverability across multiple user bases. Okay, not only one single user base, you can be visible across all the buyer platforms, because any buyer platform has its unique database. When I say database, user base. For example, all the Gen Zs or youngsters are particularly present on one new age buyer app, whereas old timers like me are very much fixated on Amazon only. Okay, so you have a choice of different user sets, because you will be accessible across all the buyer apps. That is your choice. Okay. Second thing is, you have an ability to set your own terms. Right now, in any digital commerce platform, whatever the marketplaces say, you have to listen to that. You cannot say that I'll not do the 7 day no ask returns, right now, if at all it is on Amazon, you have to oblige to the no question ask returns. But now you can say that I am not willing to work like that. This is my terms of trades. If at all it's only under warranty, then only I can take the goods back, or else no. You can say that I can only deliver, or I can only deliver in certain time. That is your terms of trade. You can set that, and you can operate on that itself. And uh, please note that, because it is such an open network, you have to be onboarded only once to be visible in any and every place ONDC is there. Okay, not like previously you have to onboard once on Flipkart, on once on Amazon, once on Meesho. Not like that. In one single window, once you are onboarded, you are there on ONDC. That's it, right? And uh, you being a small and medium businesses, right? You have a big opportunity. Uh, when I say big opportunity, it is you might be serving your own your locality only, or you can be open to serve uh, pan India as well. But when you want to scale like that as a small brand, it consumes lot of resources to stitch that value chain. Now on ONDC, you can leverage partners and then take their expertise to stitch that value chain. For example, if at all you are sitting in Nagpur and then you want to sell something in Guwahati, it's a very difficult challenge right now. You have to sit and negotiate a lot with all the fulfillment providers, see what is best and what is not best for you, and then you have to take it on upon yourself to do that delivery. When I said not do the delivery, it's basically you're still again negotiating that. But now on here, you have an option on open network. What happens is, let's say as a seller, whenever you want to fulfill an order, you have options to choose between, okay, shiprocket is doing this delivery in 3 days, taking this much charges, whereas expressb is doing in 4 days using so and so charges. You can compare that and then select which is the logistics partner then and there itself dynamically. That is the biggest value provision ONDC brings to you. Also, again, ONDC as a concept, it's basically making India's digital commerce hyper local. For example, for a buyer, if at all you are buying any electronic goods, the best you can get the delivery time is 1 day or 1.5 day. But if at all you have a buyer in that particular pin code and then you have a seller in nearby, let's say 6 kilometers or 7 kilometers, okay, and then if at all he is on the network, you can deliver that particular product in 4 to 5 hours because you will have your own runners as well in the nearby. If at all you are present nearby, you can deliver that product in 4 to 5 hours. That is a big value add other to the marketplaces, because the best they can deliver is uh, 1 day or something like that, whereas you can deliver the same product in 4 to 5 hours. So for that, users are flocking to ONDC because of that. And also the last and best part is the savings on high marketplace commissions. And the next slide, I will give you a detailed overview of how it is different. Okay. Till now, I want to highlight what all things I have spoken. These are the key benefits which ONDC brings. This is just for your own recollection. And then you can, we have talked about one time cataloging. We have talked about your own terms of conditions, and we have talked about unrestricted access to different buyers, and you have specialists helping to you for that particular task or that particular function. And everything works on zero inventory marketplaces. It's not that the platform will take or the sellers will take your inventory and then they try to sell it. It doesn't work like that. There is no inventory pull up and then selling, and that so basically that always adds to your bottom line at the end of the day. Okay, any questions till now? Hello. Okay, I'll move ahead. And I'll skip this. Basically, this is the pitch wherein I say that you can come on board with us, but individually I'll connect with you guys and discuss if you are interested. At the end of the day, at end of the presentation, I have a QR code. You can connect with me, and then we can discuss that. But I'll just tell you one big advantage we bring to the table is that. Uh, right now, there are close to 30 sellers in the marketplace in on ONDC who can offer who are acting as a seller app. We are the only seller app which is completely built on WhatsApp interface. You know, everybody uses WhatsApp, right? So we have our order management system, we have our notification system, we have our grievances system, everything built on WhatsApp. So you don't need to download, learn, and unlearn any new app to be onto ONDC with us. Whatever it is there on your orders, if at all you are onboarded through us, your orders will come through your end store or end stockist on WhatsApp itself. There is no new interface that he has to or he has to download a new app or something like that. Nothing like that. We are completely built on WhatsApp, so that is a very big advantage we bring to the table. We can discuss this individually where if you are interested to be onboarded onto ONDC. We can discuss that the slide then. Okay. Here is the slide which everybody I think it is waiting. So as I said, marketplaces right now and food tech apps are charging anywhere between 15 percentage to 35 percentage depending on the category, on the app or where you are and everything, right? So now, as I said, there are only three different charges. That is buyer app charges, seller app charges, and logistics. Okay. Hello. Uh, Here, it so happens that because it is ONDC, right? And you will anyhow save close to 10 to 15 percentage of commissions, which you are already giving away for marketplaces, right? So you have an ability to either pass on that to customer, so that you can have uh, higher volumes, or either you can say that this will add to my bottom line and then you can keep it as is. That is your choice as a seller. Okay. So you have your choice of declaring what should be the price based on all the commissions it is. And this is very transparent in ONDC, unlike the marketplaces where they say that you give me an holistic of 25 percentage to 30 percentage, I'll do all the work. It doesn't happen like that. So, for example, if there is an order placed and buyer already collects payments from an user, right? So when the order is fulfilled, buyer deducts the 2 percentage or 3 percentage of the buyer conveniences as well, and then gives to the seller, and then seller will do the payment reconciliation for you based on the tat agreed by you itself. Okay. Any questions here? Okay.
Dinkar, sorry to
Yeah.
intervene again. I think
Okay.
I have to get out. Actually, Nilesh and we are good friends, and we have a small setup, startup, in near Varanasi. So I have been telling my, son who looks after the business to get on to ONDC. And
Okay.
thank you. This is a real platform I must get on to. So I'll
Mhm.
tell them to connect to you. I'll take number from, Nilesh. So
Okay.
really good initiative, I must say. Thank you. Sorry,
Yes.
I have to get out for another meeting. So I thought I must say hi to and take
Yeah.
that
All right.
message. Thank you
All right.
so much. Thanks, Nilesh and Dinkar.
Yes. Yes. It's okay. All right. Uh, this is what I wanted to say primarily, and this is where you can scan this and then you can connect with me. And when you scan this, because we are on WhatsApp, right? You will have all the FAQs, all the videos which enable you. If at all you have any questions afterwards as well, you can go through those videos and then you can know more there itself. All right.
Hi Dinkar, Triya here again. I had a question about data sharing. Normally, single platforms sellers don't know who the end user is or have any data on that.
Mhm.
What about on ONDC platform?
Okay, ONDC, that's the brilliance of it, right? You will know what who your end consumer is. You will have that information. So that is where we sellers, when an order gets placed for a brand, right? The buyer app has to communicate that so and so buyer from this pin code or from this geolocation has ordered this, and this is there in your seller database. Okay, and then as a seller app, what we do is like, okay, this is the order, right? Okay, so and so order person has placed so and so order with this particular brand or this particular retail store, and then I will pass on that customer information to you as well. So in marketplaces is very opaque. You will not know who the end buyer is. Just the address, just the what order has to be delivered, and that information the logistics players will get. But in ONDC, you will know who your end consumer is.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a okay, I'll just let you know. Uh, this is a typical user flow which happens right on ONDC. I just these are okay. Let me go over so that you will have an idea. So what happens is first is the discovery. I'm just selecting mobile phones, and then who is delivering and who and what is delivering. And here, if you see, there is terms of conditions which are clearly called out, which is set by the seller. Every seller has a different conditions that has been called out here before the payment itself. And here he has an option to choose multiple deliveries. Right now, here it is only showing one delivery option, but he even the user has in the upgraded ONDC version that is going to be live in this January. The user has an option to choose which delivery partner he wants to do it. For example, a delivery partner has a capability to deliver in 4 to 5 hours, but charges 50 rupees extra. And then there is another delivery partner who delivers that order in 2 days with free delivery. Then the user, as a buyer, has also an option to do that selection itself. That is a new thing which is coming up in ONDC as well. Once he places the order, right? Because we are on WhatsApp, this is the customer notification flow. Basically, customers get an WhatsApp notification regarding the order at each and every stage that is there. Similarly, this is your merchant notification flow, wherein he says that XYZ user has placed an order, so and so you want to accept, you want to reject. If at all you are rejecting, why you are rejecting, those everything will every of those steps will be visible for you. And who has ordered? Right now it is saying Vivo Rajasthan, right? We have created this WhatsApp number, green tick WhatsApp number for Vivo Rajasthan to interact with the consumer. So whatever interactions you do under your WhatsApp green tick number, you will have the data. And later on, as a seller app, what we enable to for you is that your entire catalog can be sent on WhatsApp itself. As in WhatsApp, you can send your catalog saying that this is the catalog which is there. You can directly order on WhatsApp itself. That is an option which we enable you to do it. We can have that discussion if you are interested, but that ability is there. In this green tick WhatsApp, you'll have all the customer information, and that customer data will be there for you, for your access, for your marketing thing, and for your downstream processes itself. Hope that answers my your question.
Yeah. Can you also just highlight like what are the major categories in terms of buyers and sellers on the platform right now?
Right now, there is a lot of traction. As I said, ONDC has close to what 55 lakh transactions December, right? They have close to 50% of that is mobility transactions. When I say mobility transactions, they have been a buyer app which has been created for auto rickshaws, zero commission model in Bangalore, in Cochin, and in Hyderabad. So those constitute close to 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs of transactions, ONDC transactions. Rest of them are retail transactions primarily. Retail can be electronics, retail can be food. Food constitutes close to 30% of the transactions. Electronics is close to 12. Fashion is there. Gross. I'll not. When I say grocery, right now there is a huge transaction uptick in products such as quinoa. People are buying quinoas. People are buying processed foods. Uh, uh, Honey is being transacted a lot, and there is a lot of uptick in beauty and personal care as well. This is the recent trends which we are seeing. Triya, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
Yeah, Triya.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So
Thank you.
there's a lot of uptick there, but in general, you have 9 categories live on ONDC right now. Food being the driver, because as an users we are accustomed to ordering food, so food has a lot of uptick. There are a lot of sellers that are getting onboarded onto ONDC right now as we speak. The second biggest category is mobiles and electronics. When I say electronics, it is not the high ticket items. Right now there is a lot of transaction between an SKU price point somewhere close to 10,000 to 15,000. That is where the electronics is seeing lot of traction. Heaters, geysers, small entry level mobiles, accessories is tremendous. So that is where in electronics. In fashion it's basically, it's like carrot and stick model right now. So people want to buy, but there are only limited number of sellers there in fashion. Similarly, in groceries as well. When groceries is a very broad category, you have the staple food processing brands to simple ITC or FMCG brands as well. So it's a very widespread, and many retailers and cataloging is becoming for a grocery catalog creation itself is a very big challenge for a small retailer. So there is lot of work that is being done. In case, just to answer you, uh, okay, I think people want to share. My bad. Mm, just 1 second. Okay. So there is a lot of work being done. Google is a technology partner with ONDC. Meta is a partner with ONDC, wherein they are trying to bring in new AI technologies so that they can solve the cataloging problem for a small single mom and pop store itself. Okay, there is a big hackathon that is being driven, named Build by Bharat, that is trying to solve that particular cataloging problem for small retailers itself. So there's a lot of tech that is being done, and there are more categories that are poised to come become live. ONDC is not only for products or conventional e-commerce players. Even services and services, as in home services, cleaning services, the uh, drive hailing services, those things are also a good use case for ONDC. Okay, not only products but services are also coming live, though it may take another 3 months to 4 months. And in another 6 months, ONDC is also starting B2B transactions. Right now, it is only B2C transactions. When I say B2C, customer is coming and customer is buying from brands. But down the line, after 6 months, you can also buy from businesses as a business as well. As in, for example, you want to buy certain packaging material, you can do so. That is how ONDC is being designed as well. So it has a lot of potential, and it is a right time to be on board, because right now also for brands such as you have to try it out. It is not that you will spend lot of time in a wait and watch, and then you can onboard itself. You can do that as well, but what you will be missing out is, because it is early stages now, you have the luxury to test your working model here. As in, okay, if this fulfillment model is not working, I can do this. Because after some time, uh, the core fundament, the core genesis of your discoverability will be depending on three factors, that is your fulfillment ratio, your customer reviews, as well as your buyer reviews, when is buyer platform reviews. So if at all you are scoring high on these three parameters, you will have a higher chance of visibility in that particular pin code itself. So it is a right time to get to be onboarded now, and then slowly build your reputation. Because in ONDC, once your reputation is built, it is interoperable. When I say interoperable, as a you have onboarded right now onto ONDC with one seller partner right now, but at a later point of time, if at all you see there is a huge volume, you can directly become a seller on ONDC itself. Unlike you partnering with us, you can directly become an ONDC seller, whereas you can also save the 2 to 3% seller commission as well. So if at all you have that scale, you don't need to worry that now I have built my reputation with this seller partner. If at all I am again starting now, I have to again build from scratch. No, it is not like that. Once you have built your reputation with anything starting now, it is directly you can take that and then you can do your second instance as well. So you don't need to worry right now. If at all you have built something with Flipkart, and then now you Flipkart doesn't give you good terms, and then you're fed up with some xyz reasons, and now if at all you want to start now new with Misho, now again you have to start your reputation building again, starting from scratch. But in ONDC, that is a very big advantage. As a seller, once you have built your reputation now, it is forever. You can take this from seller A to seller B, or you can directly become a seller as well. So that is a very big advantage for you. Does it answer your question?
Yeah. And thank you for this clarity, Dinkar. Also, could you explain how payments work? Is there a credit period or is it immediate payment?
So payment happens because right now in B2C instance, right, it is always prepaid. So buyer app are responsible for collecting payment from an user. Okay, and right now, once you deliver the order, so buyer app needs a confirmation saying that the order has been delivered through OTP or through any logistics provider, backend API, or even a simple OTP confirmation. If as a seller, we have to give to the buyer app saying that the order has been fulfilled. Once the order has been fulfilled, the buyer app already collects payments and keeps it in an escrow account, and he is liable to process that in immediately to the seller app. Basically, the tat is once the deliver from the time of delivery, it is T. Let's say it is 0, and then you have warranty period, right? So that is again defined by you. So right now there is no returns and no cancellations on ONDC, so it is again 0, and then 2 days. So basis, once the order is delivered, you will receive your payment in 2 days. And seller app may decide saying that instead of sending individually, they can collate together, and uh, uh, they can reimburse you, or they can process the payment weekly or immediately as well. That is your discussion with the seller. Effectively, it is T plus warranty period plus 2 days. That is the payment reconciliation period right now. That is
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it.
okay. Uh, Somebody was asking this scanner. Kindly let me know if it is not working. I can connect you with you directly as well. Uh, I checked in the morning. It has to work, but let me know if at all it is not working for you.
Yeah, hi. I had asked for it. So I could scan and I could send a message on your WhatsApp saying connect Dinkar.
Okay. Then did you receive my contact info and what more know more about ONDC?
No, that hasn't come.
Okay, maybe that will come. That will come.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So
How
any
long
further?
does the onboarding take?
It is typically, if at all it is if at all you have 5 to 6 stores or you're an individual business entity, it will take at max week or 2 weeks at max, depending on
Okay.
complexity or at your end. In generally,
Okay.
right now, basis the transaction volume, what I would suggest is you open your catalog. We will onboard you in 7 days, and the order mechanism you can. Uh, we will reroute the orders to your WhatsApp right now, and then you can fulfill it. You can automate the order management system itself, but it might take another three to 4 weeks, depending on the backend systems you have. Okay, but right now, what I would suggest is get onboarded. Once you see a good transaction volume, then go for integration. Otherwise, you boiling the ocean right now, it doesn't make sense for you as well. As an seller network partner, that is my honest suggestion right now.
And so what is your fee structure for onboarding?
Uh, Onboarding, we can discuss it offline
Um,
because I don't want this forum to be a salesy forum right now, but we can
Sure,
discuss
no
that.
problem. Yeah, we can do that. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Chintan sir, I will connect sir
Sure,
with
Yeah,
you. Yeah, we can take
sure.
it
Thanks, sir.
offline.
yeah.
Okay,
So, do we
thank
have
you.
more questions?
Uh, but typically, I want to ask this forum right now. I know most of you guys are into food space, but have you tried onboarding onto ONDC, or this is something new which is there for you? Did anybody try onboarding onto ONDC, something like that, or were
So
you
an
approached?
agency had approached us some time back, and they were working on our onboarding, but
Oh,
they did not go through the entire execution. So it's left midway. Personally, I
okay,
haven't gone onto ONDC's website and checked how easy or difficult it is. Uh,
okay.
yeah, that's
We
where
can
we are.
definitely connect Chintan.
Sure.
Chintan, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
We can definitely connect, and then we can see where the challenge is and how we can address that.
Sure.
But in general, are you guys or everybody is fulfilling across India, or are you pertaining to one particular geography? How is it?
So if I talk about myself, I have done, I mean, because I'm listed on Amazon, I'm fulfilling across India, but
Acha, okay,
predominantly my products are sold in Bombay because we are based out of Bombay. So if I talk about offline or retail sales, then
mhm,
we are pretty, concentrated in regions like Bombay and Pune. But through
yeah,
Amazon and through Big Basket, we are supplying
okay.
across India.
So in ONDC, what you can do is what we have worked with brands. What we have done is instead of your D2C instance like case in point Amazon or something like that, if at all you have an offline presence, we are making them live as well, so that your proximity rating increases. So, for example, if at all I am sitting in one corner of Mumbai, and then your delivery whatever. Onboarding structure is there, it is sitting in, let's say, Navi Mumbai, it is like 40 kilometers away. So when somebody searches for your product, it so happens that if at all it's basically on the proximity, right? Who is delivering the same product from the nearest center will come higher. So if at all you have your offline presence or you're doing with your retailers as well, we can onboard them as your virtual stock points, so that your proximity score increases, so that you can see more volume there itself. That is
But
something
then
which we are doing.
how? But then they will have to update the inventory at their end or something like that, or we have to do it first.
So, okay, your inventory can be looked upon, but in general, every as a brand, what ONDC does is it pings the seller network partners such as in certain frequency of it. If at all you want to be dynamic, you can do the dynamic inventory integration, or else you can, because once the order comes through, you'll have certain time period to accept the order or reject the order as well. So brands right now, what they are trying to do is they are doing the inventory. I'll not say manually, once a day update or 6 hours update based on the frequency of orders it is there. Or else, if at all your backend system captures that, we can integrate with that your backend systems. Not an issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? I'm happy to let you guys know. I am happy to address them so that when I approach Nilesh saying that I want to help small and medium businesses to be onboarded, because it's the right time for them to figure things out on ONDC, even though they are not seeing huge volumes, but they are still building their reputation right now, and so that when they see a lot of traction on ONDC, it will be very much helpful for them. So that is my objective here. I hope I address those queries right now.
I have one small query. The
Yeah,
WhatsApp
yeah,
tool that you are referring to, that you provide, is
yeah.
actually a value addition to this, right? Because I have seen some other
Yes,
brands who have nothing to do with ONDC but are selling their products through WhatsApp.
yes. It's
Okay.
a very good direct communication channel for brands with consumers, right? So
Okay.
let's say you. I hope.
So your tool, WhatsApp tool, can also be used irrespective of onboarding on ONDC,
Yes.
correct?
So
If I'm understanding right.
our solution is that we do the ONDC onboarding. In parallel, we also, because our complete ecosystem is on WhatsApp, we enable sellers such as yourself to the WhatsApp commerce as well. So we create you a dedicated number on WhatsApp app for your business, or if at all you already have a WhatsApp number for your business, we can port it out, and then all the ONDC orders and subsequently your catalog. Let's say you have received an order has been fulfilled. The order notifications go to customer on your behalf, and then you also know that this order happens XYZ. After 3 months, because he has to refill your SKUs, right? You can say that, hey, it's been 2 months or it's been 3 months, you can order here directly, so and so SKUs, you can do the repurchasing here itself. Then it enables brands such as yourself to bypass the ONDC, bypass the marketplace commissions, everything, and then you can directly do the WhatsApp commerce itself. It's a very good use case for small brands such as yourself. Hope that answers, Chintan.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. What I'll do is I'll connect with you on one-on-one basis.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Or else I'll leave it to Anjali and Nilesh to wrap it up. We can definitely connect back. Again, I'll share my contact details with Anjali. Already has my contact details. You can directly connect with me as well, and then we can discuss more. Case by case, we can dwell deeper into your environment, how we can easily navigate the onboarding process. uh, we want to onboard as many people, as many businesses as we can in the next quarter, so that you will also see the traction, we will also see the traction, and we will grow together. Okay.
Okay, so do we have more questions? Okay, sir. So, on behalf of
In chat
CSMB, I
there.
would like to express my sincere gratitude for taking your time out.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
For your
Thank you all.
insightful and engaging webinar. Thank you once again, sir.
Sure,
Sir,
sure, sure,
I
sure.
will connect the queries to you.
Uh-huh. I think Chintan has already discussed. There is Sanjay. Sanjay also wants to connect. Give me these details, and then I'll have a personal word with them as well. Okay, Anjali.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you all.